So, do you guys remember when I would do these polling updates and I keep telling you that I think that the polling is going to be wrong, at least the aggregate of the polling is going to be wrong, and that the conservatives are probably, in my opinion, going to get 240 to 250 seats at least? Well, we finally have a poll that suggests that very thing. So, Main Street just released a poll, and the conservatives under this model would get 260 seats. The Bloc would be the official opposition at 42, NDP at 21, and the Liberals at 18. And I already know what a lot of you guys are going to say. 18's too much, and I agree with you. They should have 0. That's what they deserve. But that's not what they're going to get. I mean, let's be fair. There's still going to be some ridings in this country, this very liberal country that we live in, that are going to go liberal. 18 seats? That would be kind of hilarious. I think even though you might not be happy with that, you got to admit that would be hilarious to see. The Liberals and the NDP wouldn't even have a combined 40 seats. They'd be sitting over there in the corner with Elizabeth May. I mean, that would just be great. And I think, and let me know in the comment section, but I'm pretty sure that if Pierre Poilievre did get to 260, that might be the biggest blowout in election history in all of Canada. But I mean, you look at these ridings here. I mean, good lord. I mean, look at how blue Greater Toronto is. If this actually happens, oh my god, that would be the funniest thing ever. I mean, look at Southern Ontario. I mean, forget it out west. It looks like Montreal and some parts of the Maritimes. It looks like one seat in Toronto is the only seats the Liberals would win if this poll is accurate. I can't remember which provincial. I think they did the BC provincial election, and it looks like they got it pretty wrong. However, federal politics and provincial politics are different. The Conservatives do look like they're on their way for not just a win, but a massive, massive blowout. And like I said before, I think a lot of people who maybe are going to be first-time voters, I think you're going to see a high turnout with first-time voters. I think a lot of people are very angry. Even if they don't vote before, even if they don't really like Pierre Poilievre or trust him, they're going to go towards voting for him. Why wouldn't they? I mean, their lives are being ruined. Pierre Poilievre couldn't possibly be any worse. So even if you're a suspect about him like I am, of course I'm going to vote for him. What other choice do I have? To look into these numbers a little bit further, I'm just going to click this here. And this is from, these numbers are from the last week, basically, the November 16th to November 24th, with just over 1,000 adults, 48% of the vote, 17 for the Liberals, 17 for the NDP, 7 for the Bloc, 6 for the Green, 4 for the PPC. I mean, again, I've also predicted that I think the Conservatives are going to get around 50% of that vote. If they get 48%, look at what happens. Look at how blue. Let's go back here because I can't get over how blue this. Look at how blue this map is. I mean, this would be wonderful. And again, 18 seats, too much for them. But I'd be happy with that just because it's such a beating. The ones who do remain in Parliament would have to sit there in embarrassment. And Justin Trudeau, I made a video about this yesterday, he might not even win his own riding. So they might have to appoint a new leader. Justin Trudeau has to leave with his head hung in shame, as he should. He also then needs to be investigated for many, many scandals. And then we'll see what happens from there. And I know it's hard to get excited right now because we might be very far from an election. But this is great news. Canada is trending on the right path. Yes, a lot of polls aren't showing that it's going to be this much of a blowout. And according to those polls, Pierre Poilievre would have to overperform. And I think he's going to. You saw it happen in the States. Yes, again, we are a more liberal country. But our Conservatives are slightly more liberal than the Republicans are. And Justin Trudeau is just so bad. I do think Pierre Poilievre is going to significantly outperform the aggregate. What's the aggregate showing? Well, the aggregate, as it was updated yesterday, is 43% for the Conservatives. That's the average based off of all polling data. I absolutely think it's going to be much higher than that. I don't think it'll break 50, but I think they absolutely could get there. Maybe they break like 51 or something like that. I'm not expecting anything too much more than that, although again, it'd be great. But I see this 43 being low, and I see this number here for the Liberals, 23. I think that's a bit too high. 20% ain't enough. In fact, I'll be honest with you, if this actually was the result, I'd be a little bit disappointed. 56 seats for the Liberals, that's too many. 18, still too many, but I'll take it any day of the week. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this polling information by mainstream is going to be accurate? Do you think they're a little bit off? Do you think they're a little bit low? Do you think the Conservatives can somehow do even better than this? Please don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. Please don't be shy. I really enjoy engaging with you guys. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps grow the channel. Thanks again so much for watching, everyone, and I'll be back shortly with a new video.